guys, they're finally here. Oh God, I've been nagged for about 2 years to do these. People have been saying to me, when can I get some stickers? Are you going to do the hand drawns, the 228s again, all that sort of stuff? And I've been saying I'll get around to it. I will get around to it eventually, and not getting around to it for a long time, ages and ages. I'm sorry it took so long, but they're finally here. So I've got two types of sticker pack available. One which is the stickers and the postcards and the hand drawn slap, and one with the stickers, postcards, hand drawn slap and pin. They're both available on my web shop, and I will slap it in the description for you. And they're yeah, just I'm sorry it's taken so long, but it does take quite a lot of logistics to put this stuff together. But anyway, they're done now. They're available. There they are. Hope you like them. That's enough of that. I want to show you something. I've been doing canvas, and there's a reason that I didn't do a video of this, and the reason was I just needed to sort of free myself up a little bit. It can be a bit of a pain videoing this stuff sometimes, and I wasn't feeling very free floating, if you know what I mean. I wasn't feeling very very kind of artistically free, and I thought I just need to be able to jam something. So I've jammed a couple of canvases. This was the first one that I done. I'm gonna do another one. I bought 3 canvases, and I've done 2 of them so far, and I've sort of made a mess on the other one. I'm going to redo it. But I just want to talk a little bit about canvas and why I didn't film this as well. So there's the whole thing about artistic freedom, but also when working on canvas, what I find is that obviously you need to see it in a static position so that you can see what's going on, what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and all that sort of stuff. The problem is that sometimes I have to move it around. You know, if I've got a big wet patch just here or something, I've got to work somewhere else. Like, you know, you don't want to be dragging your hand through wet paint and making a mess all over the place. So it's quite tricky, basically, to do canvas and film it. I'm pretty sure I can do it, and I'll probably do it on the next one. But I just wanted to do a couple just free of the constraints of having to do that. But also, I know that a lot of people like keeping up with my work and seeing what I'm up to and that kind of stuff. So I just thought I'd show them to you. You know, show you right now what I've been up to. So this is the first one. I have to say, things I liked about this one. I like the character. It's not something I normally do particularly. I've done this character a couple of times, but not very much. I very rarely use this colour. These oranges and reds together like that. It's very, very rare that I'll use that. And actually, I thought it was really effective. Really, really effective. Really nice. I did a little piece on the wall there as well. Yeah, I just thought it worked really nicely, actually. Just love that big block colour and how the light hits him and all that. I was really, really happy with that. Second one, this one. I was even happier with this one. So I've wanted to do something like this for ages, a sort of apocalypse kind of post-apocalyptic, dystopic, you know, all that sort of stuff. And I've been wanting to do it. Obviously, I work with paint markers on canvas, and I just wasn't sure if I had a colourway that would work it well. I wanted to do greens, but always the problem when you're working with colour, I know I've talked about this before, but always the problem working with colour is that you've got to have colours that work together well. You've got to have, like, for instance, I work with, I think, 3 different types of green on these sort of vines here, and I was lucky that I had them 3 greens to work with because they work really well, as you can see. And I used to do the really dark tones, I used black. Very sort of comic-y, if you like, very comic arty, that, you know, to use that much black and so on. So came out very effective. Now, if I want to push stuff further into the background, I need a different colour. And the problem I had was that initially I had other colours, but they weren't quite right. I wanted to use a blue, more bluey greeny colour, sort of turquoisey, but I didn't have another colour to go with it. So what I did in the end is I used this dark turquoisey, and I managed to find another green that sat really well with it, a turquoisey green, purely by chance actually. Molotow just happened to do one, and I discovered that it worked really well as a lighter tone, a lighter value on that. It was pure coincidence. I say pure coincidence. It's just, you know, I just tried some stuff, and it worked. It just happened to work. And then the really dark tones are done in black. So it ended up working really, really well, because I've wanted to do one of these things for ages and ages and ages. And just not really felt very confident about the colours that I could use on it. And even the sky, you know, the sky is I don't even know what this colour is. It was one that was gifted. I think it's a sort of mild khaki or something. And I've never used it before. And as a sort of sky colour, it's really sort of horrible and dark, isn't it? And like, you know, end of the worldy, which is what I wanted for this. So I was really, really pleased with this one. Really pleased with this one. A couple of people want to buy it off me, but I'm hanging on to it for now. Because I'm thinking about exhibiting, not right now, but at some point in the future. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. That's why you've not seen any art from me for a little while. Like I say, I do have another canvas to do, same size. They all match. They're all the same size. I'm going to try and work on these canvases. You know, so it's really good for exhibition if you can work on the same size canvas. So I've got another one to do, and I don't know what I'm going to do on it yet. No plans, but it will make a nice third. And I'll certainly entertain the idea of filming that one to see, just to see if I can do it, see if I can do it effectively without compromising the work, obviously, because I don't want to compromise the work. I want it to be good. I want this to be really good. One of the things I worked out about canvas, in the old days, I used to do this thing where, I don't know why exactly, but I used to try and sort of do canvases that weren't too labour intensive. Maybe it's because I didn't have much faith they were going to be any good. So I'd do them and just try and do them as quickly as possible. And they'd never be very good. The work was not terrible, it just wasn't that good. You know, you wouldn't kind of think, oh wow, that looks great. You kind of think, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he's you know, he's dashed it off, which I sort of had. Whereas these ones are a bit more involved, and you can tell, right? You can tell I've put a lot of time and effort into some of these, so they look better. And they're more effective. So I've been very pleased with these, and yeah, I will try and film a third one, but as yet I don't know what it's going to be. So there you go, guys. There you go. Web shop for these if you're into the stickers and the cards and the I know some people, I have collectors sometimes hit me up for the 228s. I've had collectors buy off me in the past, but I've not done any in ages and ages and ages, because obviously I'd rather be doing a piece like this, spend a lot of time on doing something like this rather than doing 228s. But anyway, there are some now. There are some back in the shop. There's not many, by the way. There's only about 4 of each so far. So so if you want to, if you're a collector, get stuck in very quickly, I will put a link in the description. But yeah, they're bound to fly out, so grab them while they're hot. Anyway, back for more soon. Probably back with a canvas this size to lay down some paint, so you can see how I put one of these together. In the meantime, get drawing.